Graduands, graduates, diplomates, family and friends, the academic procession is about to enter the hall. Will you please stand? You may now be seated.
Distinguished guests, university colleagues, industry and community partners, family and friends, and most importantly, those of you who are graduating today, I extend a very warm welcome to you all. In recognition of the deep history and culture of our island, I acknowledge the Palawa people, the traditional owners and custodians of the land upon which we meet, and pay respect to elders past, present and emerging. I know sometimes there's quite a lot of discussion about acknowledgements of country at the moment, seeming perhaps a bit hollow, but it's anything but that for us. First and foremost, we think about ourselves as a university for Tasmania, and it's a real priority for us to build in Aboriginal knowledge to all our work, and that's both what we teach and our research, and to help our Aboriginal students participate in the first place and be successful. And we don't think we can truly be a university for Tasmania without doing that exceptionally well. Prior to this ceremony, we had the absolute pleasure of participating in the Town and Gown procession, which hopefully many of you were involved in as well, through the streets of Devonport. And the Town and Gown marks the engagement of the university with the city. So it's my pleasure to invite the Mayor of Devonport, Mayor Councillor Alison Jarman, to congratulate today's graduands on behalf of the city.
What a wonderful turnout. Thank you for all the family and friends that are here to support those that have done an incredible thing and are going to celebrate that today. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, proud families, and above all, our graduates. Today we celebrate the incredible achievements of our University of Tasmania graduates and the start of an exciting new chapter. You begin this journey with ambition and determination, no doubt, ready to grow and shape your future. Along the way you faced challenges, gained new insights, and discovered your strengths. Now you move forward not just with a degree, but with valuable life experiences and a fresh perspective. Your time at university has not just been about gaining knowledge, it has been about transformation. You've learnt to think critically, adapt, and to push boundaries. These skills will serve you well as you navigate the world and future ahead. Whatever path you choose, you have the resolve and creativity to forge your own success. To the wonderful family and friends and mentors and educators who have stood by our graduates, your unwavering support has been instrumental. Today we celebrate not only their dedication, but also the invaluable role you have played in their journey, and I thank you. Congratulations. The world is ready for your ideas, passion, and leadership. Step forward with confidence and make your mark. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Jarman. I think those remarks are absolutely spot on and capture the spirit of how we all feel today. And I'd like to come back to the contribution of families and friends and those around you, but I absolutely wholeheartedly endorse Councillor Jarman's words around your passion and your leadership, which has got you to this very exciting milestone today. It now gives me great pleasure to invite our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Rufus Black, to say a few words. And Rufus doesn't normally speak on these occasions. Today, though, I thought we'd make an exception because I think he's got some pretty important sentiments to share with you. So welcome, Rufus.
Thank you, Chancellor. And first of all, congratulations to everyone who is graduating today. Today, we celebrate you graduating from the University of Tasmania. Each of you will cross the stage with degrees and qualifications that will expand the possibilities of your lives, just as your minds have been expanded by your studies. You're also doing more than that. You're graduating from a university. The gown you wear, the ceremony you participate in, are symbols of one of the most potent ideas people have ever created in the long history of humanity. While universities might seem more commonplace today, we too easily forget that from the perspectives of history, they are still rare and precious places. Amongst all the people who ever lived, few have had the opportunity to spend time in one. That you are amongst that fortunate few is also worth celebrating. As one of those few, it invites a moment to reflect, because in your time, you may need to defend the idea of the university. It is an idea that there are places where we hone the excellence of our techniques and inquiry and the rigour of our thought to the highest levels humans can achieve, where we fashion the finest tools for our curiosity. And with that excellence and curiosity, we push back the frontiers of our understanding about the world in which we live. We look out to the edges of eternity, to when the universe began, and inward to the deepest intricacies of the human brain. We uncover the great stories of humanity from the past and the present. We develop ideas that change the way we understand ourselves and the world. We solve problems to which there once seemed no answers. And we create new visions and music so we can hear and see the world with fresh eyes and ears. And all that work is built on a unique freedom to pursue the truth wherever it takes us. The discoveries that come with that freedom will at times excite us, challenge us, disturb us, and even feel like they are subverting the very world we thought we knew. That freedom, which defines the nature of universities, does more than enable us to create new knowledge. It's integral to securing the foundations of our pluralist democratic societies and the very prosperity we enjoy today. As institutions of free inquiry, universities stand as bulwarks against tyranny and the ever-present totalitarian tendencies of authoritarian populism or martial order. The likely success of a country's transition from autocracy to democracy can be judged by whether they are home to strong, enduring universities. It's why when autocracies seek to seize democracies, the first place they send the tanks are to the gates of universities. In a world where popularism is on the rise, we need to remember it is the collective contribution of our civic institutions with their independence from government, our courts, libraries, professional associations, orchestras, galleries, and universities, which are as important to securing the freedoms we value as our right to vote. You can know governments with authoritarian inclinations, whether from the left or right, by their discomfort with these institutions or their attempts to weaken them. And those tendencies are growing around the world, as they did in earlier times when the world slid towards darkness. The chill wind blowing from the United States is reaching even our shores, and these propensities here come cloaked in at times other agendas. And if those tendencies grow, it's not just the hard-won freedoms and plurality of our democracy that are threatened. The very engine of modern prosperity and improving standards of living will be compromised. We need to remember people are living longer because cutting-edge medical research gets translated into what we teach our doctors, our nurses, our medical practitioners of every kind. Standards of living have risen because the latest insights of our chemists, physicists, mathematicians, and engineers have helped people create once unimagined products more efficiently and sustainably. And our economists and our economies have been transformed by ideas once hotly debated on campus, which are now taught to first years. For every course you've graduated from today, so many of the skills you have are the product of that new knowledge. From the constantly expanding frontiers of our understanding, we have provided you with insights and skills that you require to make a difference in the world. And we need you to make that difference more than ever. You are graduating with the capability to help meet the most difficult conjunction of global challenges we have seen since the Second World War, as we simultaneously face crippling costs of living, an ageing population, falling productivity, growing inequality, a decaying international order, and the need to transition to a zero-carbon, sustainable economy and society. And we don't want to place at risk either our capacity for progress or our ability to meet that future. It is easy to forget, after the most unprecedented period of material progress in human history, that for the vast majority of our human history, lifespans didn't increase, people didn't get wealthier, life didn't get better. Knowledge doesn't just accumulate, it gets lost. So many of the rich insights of the ancient world are now lost to humanity. Aristotle, one of the greatest and most influential philosophers of all time, we only have 31 of the 200 or so works he wrote. The great library at Alexandria was not just lost because of fire, but a failure of funding. Skills don't just accumulate, they too can get lost. In the ancient world, engineers knew how to fashion great domes. That got lost. Centuries passed. It wasn't until the Renaissance architect Brunelleschi recreated that knowledge to build the magnificent cathedral in Florence that we again span domes that wide. And when the number of students completing school is falling, the number studying maths, physics, chemistry, languages and music are tumbling, universities are being attacked, research funding is being cut, and research is being stopped because people believe the wrong things, we have all the warning signs. So, as a university graduate, I invite you to speak up for universities, for your sake, for the sake of your children, for the sake of the world. In years to come, when you look at your framed certificate on the wall, I invite you to see not just the qualification, but the crest of a university that helps to secure the sort of society where you are free to pursue the life of your choice in a world where you can reasonably hope tomorrow will be better than today. Thank you.
Thanks for those thought-provoking words, Rufus. And I think we all know that it does feel like universities are copping a lot of criticism at the moment, and yet we all know in this room that the education and the research that our university does transforms lives, and it's transforming your lives. And so we hope that you will reflect on that and be proud of that and support and make a difference within the sphere of your own influence and lives, and more broadly in supporting the really vital role that universities play in our country. Thank you. Right, now we're moving on to the exciting bit. Not that that wasn't exciting, Councillor Jarman, sorry. But I would like to now call upon Professor Kristen Harmon, who is Chair of Academic Senate, to present present our candidates for degrees and diplomas.
I call upon candidates to stand. Chancellor, I commend to you the candidates whose names are listed in the conferral list before you for admission to the degrees and for the award of the diplomas shown. They have completed all requirements for their awards to the satisfaction of the Academic Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in my office, I admit you and the candidates in absentia, as listed in the conferral list before me, to the degrees and award the diplomas for which you and they have qualified.
Please join with me in congratulating the new graduates and diplomates. Graduates and diplomates, please be seated. Chancellor, the graduates and diplomates will now be presented to you.
I now call upon Associate Professor Andrea Carr, Principal of University College and representing the Executive Dean of the College of Arts, Law and Education, to present graduates and diplomates in those colleges.
For the Associate Degree in Agribusiness, Hannah Jean Devonport. For the Associate Degree in Education Support, Shanice Leslie Polk. For the Bachelor of Adult and Applied Learning, Gemma Marie Wells. For the Bachelor of Education Primary, Michaela House. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomates from the University College and the College of Arts, Law and Education.
I now call upon Mr. Mark Bowles, Dean and Head of School of the Tasmanian School of Business and Economics, to present graduates and diplomats in that school.
For the Bachelor of Business, Monica Mary Burgess. Charlie Jane Heathcote. Vincent Eden McDonough. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomats from the Tasmanian School of Business and Economics.
I now call upon Professor Christine Sterling, Head of School of Nursing, to present graduates and diplomats in the College of Health and Medicine.
For the Diploma of Dementia Care, Joanne Kim Brownrigg. For the Bachelor of Nursing, Bukola Damilola Adigan. Sonia Marie Allen. Jamie Lee Braid. Kelly Ann Brown. Yolanda Pedroso Carmichael. Leila Chakouche. Bria Lee Jade Connolly. Brittany Mignon Anna Maria Day. Charlotte Lily Dennis. Nicole Dady Fisher. Clavell Foley. Melina Jane French. Claire Jane Gillam. Ebony Goodwin. Hayley Granger. India Gregson. Ashley Harmon. Rosemarie Alice Harvey. Melanie Hillier. Shannon Rose Hoy. Catherine Marie Johnson. Meninda Kaur. Jasmine Rose Keane. Sue Ellen Kate Cool. Holly Chrysanthemum. Jada Maguire. Manish Raj Malla. Isabel Emily Joan Malouf. Lily May Marcoda. Amanda Elizabeth MacArthur. Emily Jean Nezikiewicz. Bobby Joe Nielsen. Melinda June Pryor. Daniel Purcell. Ashley Radford. Jacinta Lee Rennie. Chantel Rose Richardson. Danielle Lorraine Ryan. Maria Stella Shambira. Jacob Peter Shepherd. Marlena Lee Smith. Jacqueline Florence Taylor. Tirtha Raj Timolsina. Belinda Tospel. Emma Fiora. Kelly Renee Viney. Moana Marie Wasdorb. Raquel Beatty Walker. Heather Elizabeth Walters. Ellie Ruth Wish-Wilson. Chelsea Williams. Amy Yost. For Bachelor of Psychological Science, Elise Veronica Hoiberg-Cox. Kayla Mainwaring Hall. For Graduate Certificate in Nursing, Oncology Nursing, Cara Stacey Oglesby. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates and diplomats from the College of Health and Medicine.
Wonderful. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Marlena Smith, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Nursing. So Marlena's going to give a valedictory address on behalf of all of the students who are graduating today.
Thank you very much. Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the university, graduates, family and friends. Today we celebrate a remarkable achievement. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. We've all taken very different paths to reach this moment. For some, university has been a fluid transition from college. For others, you have masterfully juggled work, study and family commitments. While others, like myself, squeezed a 3-year degree into 2, surviving on questionable bouts of caffeine and near states of constant stress. Looking back on our journey, I'm genuinely in awe of the people I've met along the way. I've had the privilege of learning alongside some of the most resilient, big-hearted, kind and empathetic people. People I now get to call colleagues. Together, we face challenges of long clinical placements, the stress of OSCEs, assignments that truly tested our limits. And of course, who could forget tag team? An experience that left many of us with a mild case of collective trauma. But hey, nothing bonds a group of people like being critiqued by your peers. But it's those very challenges that shaped us all. They strengthened our resolve, brought out our qualities that define our profession: resilience, dedication, and compassion. We vented our frustrations, shared stories, had the occasional debrief at communion, and perhaps most importantly, reminded each other that we could do this, even on the days we weren't so sure. I know I'm not alone in saying that sometimes I didn't think I'd make it through the next week, let alone the rest of the degree. But over time, we became more than classmates. We've become a community. We cheered each other on, kept each other afloat, and celebrated even the smallest wins. To our family and friends and loved ones, thank you. Your support, encouragement, and superhuman patience, especially during those times when we were sleep-deprived, over-caffeinated, and full of dread about the marks of our next assignment, it didn't go unnoticed. Whether it was a comforting hug, a well-timed pep talk, or playing the role of our mental health patients in our video assignments, you helped us more than you know. On a personal note, I'd like to thank my partner, Terry, infinite provider of cups of tea, study snacks, and unwavering support. I couldn't have done this without you. To our lecturers and academic staff, you taught us more than just content. You taught us to think critically, advocate fiercely, and care deeply. You challenged us to rise above just getting through and instead aim to be exceptional. Thank you for challenging us, for pushing us to be better, for letting us sidetrack you doing practice labs to talk about more advanced practice, and for showing up for us at study group each week to help us decode those pesky rubrics. Being part of a small campus gave us something special. We got to know each other beyond the classroom. We weren't just students, we were people. The sense of community is something I'll always carry with me. Now, as we step into the next chapter of our careers, we carry with us more than we learn from the textbook and labs. We carry the lessons that we gain from each other, from our patients, and from mentors who help shape us. Nursing is not easy. It asks a lot of us, physically, mentally, emotionally. But it's one of the most meaning, humbling, and deeply human roles we can step into. We'll be there in moments that matter, in the quiet, the chaotic, the heartbreaking, and the healing. If there's a piece of advice I can leave you with, it's not something original of mine, but the words of Florence Nightingale. Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all our lives. Today marks the beginning of a lifelong journey, a journey of continuous growth. Whether or not you choose to pursue further studies, I encourage you to stay curious. Embrace the unexpected learning moments, dive deeper into the things that spark your passion, and always be open to seeing the world through another's perspective. So whether today feels like the triumphant end of a long road or the step into something new, at some point today, pause, channel those really good reflective essay skills, and look back at how far you've come. Take it all in. You've earned this. You should all be incredibly proud of yourselves. Wherever your journey takes you next, know that you've already made it through something extraordinary. Congratulations, everyone, and thank you.
Wow, Melina, that was absolutely beautiful. I think you just did a tremendous job in expressing the gratitude that you feel for your classmates, for those who've helped you, but also a glimpse, I think, of the many stories that we know sit behind every single one of you who we are awarding a degree or diploma to today. And there are many, many stories, and huge resilience, the juggle and the commitment that sits behind your stories is something that I think is truly, inspiring, really, to get to the milestone that you have done today. And then also, Melina, I think to talk about that this is something to celebrate, absolutely, but what lies ahead and the exciting opportunities to contribute and, importantly, to continue learning. So thank you very much for that. It was absolutely spot on. So we're getting to the end of the ceremony, and I'd really like to come back to Melina's expression of gratitude to family and friends, and give everyone who's graduating today the opportunity to acknowledge just how much the support of your family and friends has meant to you in getting to this milestone today. Helping out when things got tough, which I'm no doubt they did more than once, and also being part of celebrating your success. And so I think right now we could all stand. Our graduates, please stand up, and it's an opportunity to express your gratitude for everyone who's here in the room, but also those who can't be with us. Let's turn around and give them a big cheer and clap. Thank you. Sit down. So as you celebrate your graduation today, you're joining over 160,000 graduates who've taken their University of Tasmania experience forward and helped contribute to Tasmania and indeed to all continents around the world. And we'd like you to remember, and I think Rufus really made this point very eloquently, that while you've graduated today, we definitely don't want you to leave our university. You are part of a very special and important community, and we really hope that you will keep in touch and encourage those around you to consider a university experience and to be confident in describing to them the transformative difference it can make to their lives. So these ceremonies where we all get to dress up like this are a very special moment for all of us. But I think for all of us here on stage, it's just really special to be part of this celebration, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We congratulate you, and we know that you'll enjoy the rest of the day with your family and friends. So on behalf of Professor Rufus Black and myself and the team up here, we invite you to join us, all of you, for refreshments in the function room at the far end of the room, which would be that way, which will be a room with a magnificent view, I imagine. So if you could all stand while our procession retires, and then please follow us.